Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, man, disappointing loss tonight. We come up short. 4-3 loss to the New York Mets in the first of three. And, um, yeah, uh, we were able to tie it up, scored 3 runs in the sixth, but the Mets had scored the go ahead run in the seventh inning and didn't look back. We are facing in the ninth inning one of the best closers in baseball, Edwin Diaz, who missed all of last year due to a knee injury, won reliever of the year his last full season in 22, and is off to a solid start this year. He had his first blown save yesterday against the Tampa Bay Rays. So anyway, Kyle Gibson on the mound would strike out the first two batters, but then he would walk Francisco Lindor, and then DJ Stewart with an RBI double scoring Lindor from first base. That would make it a 1-0 Mets lead. And in this game, we had Jose Fermin at the leadoff spot. So we had a bit of a different lineup. Uh, Brennan Donovan was batting seventh and playing left field. Donovan, who has struggled a bit from the leadoff spot. Uh, and he also made a bunch of changes. Fermin, who was very good this season in the minors, also had a good spring training with the Cardinals. And yeah, so he was leading off, would have a leadoff infield hit, but he would be stranded. Uh, and it would stay 1-0 until the top of the fifth, when Starling Marte RBI ground out, scoring Tomas Nido. And by the way, before that, Brandon Nimmo would have a single, but then he would advance to second, and Nido to third on a fielding error by Lars Nootbaar. Then Lindor with a sac fly to make it 3-0, in which it could have possibly been just 2-0. So, and then the bottom of the sixth, Jose Fermin would lead off with a single, and then Willis Contreras would drive him in. So Fermin scoring from first. Then Paul Goldschmidt would walk. And then there was still no one out, but then Arenado and Carlson would fly out. And then Ivan Herrera with a 2-run double to tie it up 3-3. Uh, However, he would be out uh, trying to stretch a double into a triple, but that would tie the game up 3-3. Kyle Gibson will be done after 6 innings. A pretty solid outing for Kyle. Goes 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, struck out 4, walked 2. So he's been, really solid so far. Then in the seventh inning, Andrew Kittredge coming in, and after getting the first batter out, he would then give up a solo home run to Brandon Nimmo to give the Mets a 4-3 lead. And it was kind of questioned if it was going to be fair or foul. It was fair. And if his fourth home run, that would make it 4-3 Mets. Uh, Lars Nootbaar would have a double with 2 outs in the seventh, but could not score. And then Ryan Fernandez with a scoreless eighth inning. And Arnaud would have a 2-out single in the eighth, but he would be stranded. Then left-hander John King would get 2 outs in the ninth, and then Nick Robertson would get the final out in the ninth to keep it a 4-3 game, so down just one. But Alec Burleson pinch hitting would strike out, and then Brendan Donovan would ground out. Mason Wynn would also ground out. So disappointing loss, but oh well. We after that really rough couple games against the White Sox, in which we had the bases loaded with the winning runs at the plate and on base Saturday, and then yesterday bats were very silent. Had that just 1 run and only 2 extra base hits, I think. And still some positive outings from this game, but Yeah. So also, Giovanni Gallegos placed on the IL with a uh, shoulder injury, I believe. Uh, and yeah, and Gallegos, man, he has had a very rough start to the year after being one of the best and more reliable relievers in the league the past few years. But this year, it's been a struggle. So, uh, and we called up uh, rookie Chris Roycroft. So he's now on the roster. Whenever he appears, it'll be his major league debut. So also Tommy Edman unfortunately transferred to 60-day IL. Has not yet played and don't know when he'll be able to be back. Thought it was going to be by this time, but I guess not. So also got news that reliever Keenan Middleton, who has also yet to appear in a game, uh, is going to be having a rehab appearance in the minors and could actually return on our upcoming road trip. So that'll be a big return. Middleton, who has yet to appear in a game this season. So anyway, uh, the second game of the series Tuesday, Miles Michaelis gets to start against Jose Buto for the Mets. I believe these two actually matched up on the 26th of April. We won that game 4-2. So till Tuesday, Comics are saying go Cards.